unofficial Universal Orlando podcast is a member of the Mice Chat Podcast Network. MicePod.com. Now, discover the universe, one theme park at a time.
Greetings, Universal fans. It's time for the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, discovering more about the Universal Orlando Resort as well as Universal Studios Hollywood, Japan, and Singapore.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode 82 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, brought to you in association with MiceChat.com and sponsored by Be Our Guest Destinations. I'm Lee and tonight I am joined by Hunter.
Hello there.
Tracy.
Hello.
Darren.
What's up, Internet?
And Paul.
Gordon's alive!
You said I could drop him in every now and then. You had to think about Hunter, didn't you?
No,
there
I was
was a
just
pause.
deciding.
Are you going to edit that pause out, or have I
No,
just
I was going to decide who to introduce first. That's what it was.
Hello, everyone.
Now, before we introduce those people who don't know who Paul is,
here's the greatest hits compilation.
No, I haven't got that. He's probably got them all sat there. Anyway, we need to head over for the UUOP news update first.
Hey everybody, Darren here with your Universal News Update. Universal Orlando recently announced that the new Cabana Bay Hotel will have the world's first Jack LaLanne branded fitness center. It will consist mainly of juicers. Mardi Gras continues at Universal Orlando this weekend with Cody Simpson performing on Friday the 14th and Foreigner performing on Saturday the 15th. Sources speculate that it will feel like the first time, like the very first time. Also in Mardi Gras news, Robin Thicke's performance has been rescheduled to June 7th, so if you were looking forward to that, you can go to the extended Mardi Gras and check out Robin Thicke on June 7th. Universal have now raised the price of their online tickets to match the price of their at-the-gate tickets. So now it's $96 across the board to get into Universal Orlando Resort as an adult on a one-day, one-park basis. We knew it was coming, and I blame the mouse. We have heard that Universal are looking to add yet another Photo Connect station to the outside portion of Transformers The Ride 3D queue at Universal Studios Florida. We'll let you know more as we hear about it. Zonko's officially closed its doors at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter and Islands of Adventure last Monday, ready for its integration into Weasley's Wizard Wheezes in the soon-to-open Diagon Alley expansion. No word as of yet as to what's going in there, though I'd imagine that they're going to extend the candy shop out, just to give that more space. And finally, Universal has announced that they will let us know new details about Diagon Alley tomorrow, Friday the 14th of March. We will discuss what was disclosed on next week's show, or we may even put out a mini special if we think it's that exciting. So, it's time for a quick break, and then we're going to get on with the show.
In a world where the skies are clouded with ADRs, park tickets, and hotel bookings, one hero stands like a beacon of light in the darkness. Heather, at Be Our Guest Destinations. She can book all of your Universal Orlando vacation needs, and her service is free for you. If you're staying on Disney property for some reason, she can even book Universal tickets that include transportation. How awesome is that? She's also an authorized Disney vacation planner, as well as being able to book all cruise lines. So if you are planning on battling Megatron alongside Optimus Prime on the Transformers ride, or having a duff in the Springfield area, or planning even further ahead to visit Harry Potter and Diagon Alley this summer, contact Heather at 1-800-796-6240 or via email at heather@destinationsinflorida.com today, and don't forget to tell her that you're repping the UUOP. We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
Welcome back, everyone, and now it's time to introduce our guest properly. Mr. Paul Boniface, would you like to introduce yourself? Tell us who you are, where people may know you from, and go on, you can tell everyone why you're here.
Any credit card numbers you want to throw out there?
Yeah. I just want to go, no. Because you just have to end there. Hello. I'm Paul, one of the hosts of the Diz After Dark podcast. Although I don't know why I call it the Diz After Dark podcast. We just call it Diz After Dark and drop the podcast bit. And I tend to ramble a lot.
That's okay.
You may or may not have come across us, especially if you are a Disney fan as well as a Universal fan.
Well, actually, everyone who listens to our show should have come across your show at some point, because Tracy and I have been on there at least once.
Yeah, but everybody tries to forget that I've been on.
Oh, yes, actually, Tracy's been on twice. After a lot of alcohol was imbibed at your live one from Birmingham.
Yeah.
I don't remember a thing.
That
well, I've
kind
had a
of gives away.
Facebook post read, so...
Yeah, well, we try and be inclusive, Facebook or drinking.
What's it not to like?
There's something for all tastes.
Yeah, it's kind of like the neck nominate of podcast.
Yeah.
I honestly don't even understand what the hell neck nominate is, so
Drinking
it's
game.
Ridiculous.
It is. Yes. Anyway,
Darren
sorry.
and I are just
yes.
from America.
Well, for those who don't know us, we originally started with a bit of an adult tag to it, but when we realised that we were all getting older and swearing was no longer cool and down with the kids, we dropped that bit.
Who
But
said
we
it
still
wasn't
like a
down
beer
with
or
the
two.
kids, like?
Down with the kids, like? I don't know. It was someone from up north. Generally, there are three of us on the podcast, myself, another Paul, and Nick, and we imbibe alcohol during the course of a podcast and give a bloke's eye view of Disney and the various... Occasionally we mention the other Orlando theme parks, but that's your forte.
Oh, yeah, well, just the Universal ones.
Yeah, so we leave that. I don't think anyone's ever... There is an unofficial Universal SeaWorld podcast, but...
Yes, that's our good friend Eric.
Yes, we know Eric. We've had him on before now.
You have, yes.
Yes, so that's us, kind of a bloke's eye view. The theory being that we all sit round in a pub chatting. Because how else can you ever sit in a bar chatting about Disney with mates?
Yeah.
Without seeming a little bit strange and possibly seedy.
Now, going on your background there, Paul, why the hell would we have you on our show?
Why? Well, hopefully you're hopefully because you like me. Hopefully you're not just returning a favour, but also because I do tend to do a little bit of travel.
A little bit. Anyone who's friends with Paul on Facebook will see literally every post is at this airport, at that airport, flying out of this airport.
Yeah. I'm an international assassin, and I had cause probably late summer last year. I found myself in Singapore.
Very nice.
And with a day's spare, obviously the job had finished, so the target was down. So I went to Universal.
Wouldn't it be great if every guest on Diz After Dark was the person he was about to assassinate? It's a trap. Come talk Disney with me at a local bar.
Well, if anyone's seen Logan since last show, you'll know.
Actually, I haven't heard from Eric for a while.
No.
Oh.
I'm lying, by the way. I have. I spoke to him today, just in case anyone's wondering.
I'd just like to say I'm not the real me.
It's okay then.
So what, you're the fake me?
Yep.
Oh my God.
I'm the robot replacement.
That's despicable.
So obviously you went over to Singapore, and you went to Singapore, to Universal Singapore. Let's get this a little bit more serious now.
There?
I don't know, because I'm trying to work out what the park's bloody called. Universal Studios Singapore. Before that trip, Paul, had you only ever been to the Orlando parks, or have you been over to Hollywood as well?
I've only been to the Orlando parks, but hopefully at some point in the next couple of months I'll make it out to Universal California.
So only having visited Orlando, what were your preconceptions of the park before you got into it? You obviously done a bit of research, I'm assuming, beforehand.
Yeah, well, research, I found out there was one there. I found out how far it was from the hotel I was staying at, and that's about it. I didn't want to come away with any too preconceived ideas, because otherwise you imagine that it's going to be absolutely enormous, and you end up with the preconceived ideas of people who've been to Disneyland Paris.
Yeah.
Going, well, it's not Orlando.
Of course
So
it's not.
I didn't want to cloud my judgment too much. So I found out I knew there was a park there. It's been mentioned from time to time. And I thought, well, I've got a day. I'm going to tag along.
How much was it
See what was there.
How much was it to get in? Can you remember?
Off the top of my head, I can't, but it wasn't very expensive.
Right.
It's it's not a 2-day massive park.
You actually bought 2 days, though, didn't you? Did you get a 2-day ticket?
Yeah.
And you didn't go back for the second day, though, did you?
No, I didn't need to. No, not that it was bad, but I'd covered it all. I'd done everything I wanted to do, and then worked through a spanner in the proverbial works, and I had to actually do something for a change. So, I didn't get to use the second day. Now,
a bit of a shame.
I think there's an expiry on it anyway, so it's
Right.
just stuck in a scrapbook now.
I'm actually going to see if I can get a park mark up. So, how was it, Paul?
Right. Well, I will start with, I promised I wasn't going to be negative about a Universal park on a Universal podcast.
That was a good start.
So,
It's not like we're never negative about Disney on ours.
Never.
Or Universal
Ever.
sometimes.
it's tiny.
Yes, I'm holding it
In
in.
comparison to somewhere else, like any of the other parks in Orlando, is it as big as any of them, or is it smaller than even?
I would say it's on a par possibly with Fun Spot.
Not that I've never been there, but
Yeah, I'm kind of getting the point across. It is teeny, but like I'm trying to think of an allegory, but I can't. But like a lot of other teeny tiny things, it's mighty.
right.
Ah.
The entrance to it, there you have the booths in a little shopping area with the traditional kind of almost a city walk / downtown Disney area outside with your Starbucks and your Baskin Robbins and your casino. And
Yeah, those
Casino.
Casino.
there's a massive. It's on a place called Sentosa Island,
Yes.
which is like an entertainment complex.
Right, and
obviously
that's
as well
why
as
that's why they
build
built the
clubs.
park there. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was because that's how they can build a casino, is if they build family attractions around it.
Yep.
Okay.
That's it.
So it makes it less seedy if you've got kids in the park next to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So after taking the casino for a bit, I decided to go. Actually, I got there at, well, I don't know necessarily what the equivalent is, but at rope drop.
I think everyone
at
just
gate
calls
opening,
it rope
yeah.
drop anyway, even though it's a Disney term.
Yeah. So I got there, I bought my ticket, and the first thing you come to is a Hollywood Boulevard. It's all covered.
Right.
Entire walkway is covered because you're looking at not so much hurricane season, but monsoon season at sometimes. So, yeah, it's almost an indoor theme park.
Okay.
Right.
But, so, first at Hollywood, traditional theme park shops, entries, anything with Universal Studios on it, in the shops down the side, and a few cafes and bakeries, that sort of thing. And at the end, big fountain. There's a lake directly opposite that. I turned right, but it takes you in a big circle around the lake. And the first area you come to...
Islands of Adventure style, then.
Yes, very much so. Going around to the right, you move into... Well, there's a Mel's drive-through.
I assume
It's pretty much identical.
Okay. I'm trying to think, which one opened first? Florida
For
or...
Mel's?
No, Singapore or Florida?
That's a good question.
Florida opened in 1990.
Opening date of Universal Studios Singapore looked to be
2010. 18th of March 2010.
rest of the result. It started on
Really?
7. Yeah,
March 18th, 2010. I didn't realise
that
it was
new?
that new.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
it's
So
a brand
I'm
new
gonna go
park,
with-
man.
I'm going to go with Orlando on that one.
Yeah. You think?
Just
Yes.
by a few years.
Yeah, just 20.
I didn't honestly know it was that new.
Well, I have to say, this description is a little disappointing to me already, because I did not hear the part where you go up the elevator in the Eye of Sauron type spire. See, this is the preconceived notion I had about it. For some ridiculous reason, I thought it was like this huge circular platform at the top of a tower, much like the Eye of Sauron.
Instead of the eye, it's just the giant
said it last
universal
week.
globe.
Yeah, so hearing this is just really disappointing, real let down for me.
I don't actually remember, unless I was completely mistaken, which happens from time to time. I don't actually remember an entire Lord of the Rings area.
Oh, okay.
Let alone some sort of Tower of Orthanc.
Yeah. Go on then, Paul.
Yeah, turning right, New York Street area. So there's a Muppet cookie. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head because
I'm trying to get a map up and I can't find one.
Yeah, there's a Sesame Street Cookie Monster chase thing.
Oh, is that the spaghetti? It's called
something.
Spaghetti, the Great Spaghetti Chase or something like that. It's supposed to be really good.
It sounds faintly familiar.
I'm just imagining some poor team member chasing children through the streets dressed as
a cookie monster.
No, it's like a dark ride because Eric said last week when we had him on that that was like the concept for that was the same as what the Lorax was going to be in Islands of Adventure. It was a similar ride system to that.
That's really cool.
There's a kind of New York hurricane boat ride that, again, I can't remember the name of. But it's some sort of stunt show. Hang on, I'm doing some research while we speak. I was thinking it was some sort of ride with a name, but it's just Lights, Cameras, Action, hosted by Steven Spielberg.
I assume that's like their version of Disaster then.
Yeah. It's a walk through, stand at the end up in a boatyard during a hurricane. Boat crashes, waves crash. No one actually gets wet and some flames burst up.
Okay.
That's about it.
Sounds more exciting than Disaster still, though.
Hey, I like Disaster. You leave it alone.
Yeah, it's it was a walk on. There wasn't much of a single rider line for a walkthrough exhibit, so it served the purpose. And again, I think they're planning more for New York Street. It's very much just a street front with a couple of rides on it. On the top corner is where they have all the street entertainers, which was basically breakdancers every time I walk past.
That'll be Street Beat, probably. They have them in Florida.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not a big fan of dancing and poncing about, so that'll get me some haters.
The opinions of Paul from Diz After Dark aren't necessarily those of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
Oh, those kids with their dancing and their hip-hop.
The only reason Paul doesn't like it is because he knows he can't do it anymore.
Nah, my back. Too much spinning on it when I was younger. Something like that. But turning left out of the New York is into Sci-Fi City. And this is where things got awesome.
Was it working?
No. But Transformers was. And I got to ride it before it was open in Florida.
Very cool.
What?
Only about a week before it was open in Florida.
Really?
Yeah. But
have you ridden the one in Florida yet?
No. 173 days as we're recording this.
Okay. I'm assuming it's... Oh, Singapore was the first one, wasn't it? That was the first place they put it in, yeah, so...
Again, a very good ride. I've kind of mentioned on our show my reticence about these 3D rides is that somehow, unless you're in exactly the right spot and the glass on, I just get slightly out of focus rather than 3D.
Really, I didn't get the 3D on it when we rode it last year in Florida, but I never got a blurry image on it. I know that much.
I kind of, I don't know, perhaps one of my eyes is twisted slightly, so the polarization doesn't work. But I kind of get out of focus side by side images as opposed to 3D, which is kind of mad and a little. Although when I was on Spider-Man, a good few years ago now, that worked perfectly.
Because Spider-Man's the superior
that's because it was blurry. No, that was because he wrote it when it was blurry, and because Paul's eyes are blurry, it kind of worked against itself, and it was good. Hey, this is brilliant.
I just thought it was in romantic focus.
The HD remake is ruined my enjoyment of this attraction.
But yeah, it's a good ride. I can't fault it, except that it was out of focus for me. But I can understand why a lot of people were absolutely mad about it.
Yeah.
So.
But one of those rides you can now ride there and Hollywood and Orlando.
Yeah, everywhere. Walking past that takes you into Battlestar Galactica. And this is the one I was really looking forward to.
Yeah.
But apparently it's tech more often than it's working.
It's closed. It's been closed for about 8 months, and nobody knows why.
But yeah, it was a shame it was down. It does look a good ride, and all the for the day I was there, they paid some staff members, some cast members, or whatever the
team members.
That's the one. Yes, to stand there all day. So if it's been down for about 8 months, they've actually got people on their payroll whose job it is to stand underneath a closed ride and say, it's not working today.
It's a dueling coaster, isn't it? Like Dueling Dragons.
Yeah.
A Dragon Challenge, sorry.
Yeah. Blue versus red, Cylons versus humans.
Cool idea.
It's, It looked a fairly... I don't know, if I was a roller coaster nerd, I'd probably say it was something like a Vekoma GX12, but I don't know, I just made that up.
It's strange how it's closed down, especially when we've looked there that the park's not even 4 years old yet, and it's been closed for 8 months. You even look at Dragon Challenge, and they've had their issues with that, with people getting hurt on it, but it's still open. They might not be running it as a dueling coaster, but it's still open to what must have happened with that for them just to shut it down completely.
Yeah, there's no clue.
No, I've tried to poke around and I can't find anything.
It rhymes with decapitation.
Now, Paul, doesn't Singapore actually have that really sweet bumblebee on top of the facade?
Transformers, I assume we're talking now.
Yes. Well,
yeah. I'm trying to think. I don't remember seeing a bumblebee there. Yes, they have a. Yeah, they have the yellow and black car thing.
Okay.
It's an American car, so I don't know.
Okay.
If it was a Ford Capri or something, I'd understand.
What, the actual car or the robot?
Bumblebee's standing as a robot on top of the ride front, and then they have a photograph opportunity with another one standing up. So there are two Transformers standing opposite each other that look identical.
That's not fair.
Yeah, I'm probably completely wrong. One of them is probably some other Transformer, and someone's going to correct me.
What colour was it, Paul? That'll give everyone an idea.
Don't you know that's DEF CON 2016?
So they all look the same.
It was metallic grey. So it must have been an Aston Martin. I don't know.
Yeah.
I couldn't possibly hazard a guess, although I usually regularly do. But it's your podcast, so I'll try and be factually correct by saying I don't actually know and not just make something up.
Why? It only reflects badly on your podcast, not mine. Ours, sorry.
I was just going to say.
And from there on to ancient Egypt.
Yeah.
Did they mummify those parts?
Possibly.
It's weird looking at this map that they've got quite a lot of different areas, but each area only seems to have one or maybe two attractions in each one.
I would say two is a good amount for Ancient Egypt has the mummy, and then a slow-moving car ride that's kind of safari jeepy type things.
They can drive their own desert jeep through an abandoned Egyptian excavation site.
It's a children's ride. You forget to say that.
Yeah. It is a very it's take your kids on there because they won't go on the mummy.
So how was the mummy then, Paul, compared to Orlando?
Identical, as far as I remember.
Because I know you've said the one in Hollywood's different, didn't you, Hunter?
Oh, Hollywood is drastically different. Well, keep in mind they had to fit the mummy into the old ET building.
Yeah, well, then you also think that the one in Orlando was retrofitted into the Confrontation building.
But if you saw the mummy at Hollywood, you would understand what I mean.
Okay.
Both of those were existing. Singapore's brand new, so they were going to use the optical design out of the two.
Yeah.
I hear Singapore is the superior version of the attraction from everything I've read.
So Paul's just gone, no, it's exactly the same.
As far as I remember, several years and a few beers later have passed since I was last in Orlando riding it. But as far as I remember, the ride itself, I remembered everything that I was expected to see, and it all came back to me.
Is the queue line the same then? Did he still have that random Brendan Fraser thing going on?
I seem to remember it happening every now and then, yeah. But the biggest difference that I've noticed is the actual setting. The ride building from the outside is immense.
Really?
There's some big Anubai.
That's a interesting question. Is the plural of Anubis Anubai?
Technically, there's only one Anubis.
No, there's loads of them. I've
Grace
seen
is correct.
No, I've seen the Mummy Returns. There's loads of them.
No, no. Anubis is the one that leads them.
Okay, if you say it. No, that was the Scorpion King.
Those are the new
What
bets.
does Dwayne get out of here?
The little ones are the new bets.
There you go.
New blitz. There you go. That's
Darren and I are participating in this week's Battle of the Bands. Darren and the New Blitz.
Oh, man.
I didn't see an Osiris, but just lots of,
Yeah.
jackal-headed Anubis-like gods standing there.
If you look, it's in its own proper land, whereas in Orlando it's sort of shoehorned into New York, which doesn't really make any sense.
Well, keep in mind it's themed to a museum in New York.
No,
I think
true.
that makes pretty good sense.
Whereas,
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that.
It's not a very good museum.
Temple.
But Paul brings up a really good point, because it's like you're in Orlando, you go in through a museum, and then you're on a film set, and then you're actually in a real temple, and then you're back to a film set. It's a very confusing situation.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Whereas, Singapore, it's a big temple. You're walking through a temple that's been gone through all of its diggings.
Very cool.
Yeah. But again, there are 2 rides.
Mm.
And you walk out through that.
Well, that's it. You've hit, 3 areas of the park so far, and you've ridden 2 rides?
I've seen 1 show. I've seen some break dancers. I've ridden 2 rides, So, out through ancient Egypt, and obviously the natural progression from leaving ancient Egypt is to move into a lost world.
Woo!
Of course.
Where there are, let's think, there's a ride where you fly around on a pteranodon.
Yeah,
but it's not quite a kiddie pteranodon flyer.
Ooh.
It's a slightly higher footless roller coaster.
Okay.
That you sit on in a row of 4, if I remember correctly. Even with an empty park, the walk up to because it's a ramp up to the higher level where it's a hanging coaster.
Yeah.
The walk up, probably 3 or 4 minutes with an empty queue, maybe 1 or 2 minutes in a queue in an empty park, and 32 seconds of ride.
Wow.
Yeah, the one in Orlando is exactly the same, but unfortunately, when we did it in 2009 and the park was virtually dead and there was maybe 12 people in front of us, it took us 30 minutes to get on it.
I'd like to think I was exaggerating and taking the mickey, but I did actually have my rather sad GoPro being worn round my head, thinking this is going to be cool. This is going to be. I'm hanging on a roller coaster with no feet, going over an area that I can send to Lee and Tracy, and no one's been on this ride in the UK that I know. None of my friends have been on it. This will be cool. Press play. Press stop. Was that it? Oh. I've got girlfriends I've lasted longer with.
I know the pteranodon flies in Islands of Adventure isn't. It's maybe a minute at best.
Yeah. So it's kind of a anticlimax. However, it makes up for it by having the Lost World, the Jurassic Park river ride.
Yeah, the Rapids Adventure, as it says there.
Because it is a rapid style circular tyre ride. Correct. Rather than sit in a long raft. And there was only me. The park was that empty that I managed to get on the tyre just by myself.
Okay.
So it wasn't like there was a really large family sitting opposite me where water was spraying up and everywhere, but I came off it absolutely drenched.
What was the weather like when you were there, Paul?
It was hot and sunny.
Right. Well, that's okay then.
Yeah, I wasn't in the middle of monsoon season or anything like that. So, but I did come off it absolutely drenched, and we're talking Popeye Bildrach barges drenched.
Oh, well, that's wet.
Oh man.
Because it was, Singapore is very humid.
Right. Oh, so you didn't
Yeah.
dry out really either.
Not really, no. And they're not big on having those big stand-up hairdryers.
They
Yeah.
don't work anywhere.
I won't pay for them anyway.
Nah, so it was like, right, okay, well, I may as well go round on that. Most of the rides are fairly anal about having bags with you.
Okay.
So I'll come to that bit in a minute, how I worded that one, got round that. But, yeah, they don't like you. The mummy, don't put your bags at your feet, don't hold on to anything. There's no little pouch to put your bags in. So if you are going for a day and taking a family's worth of bags with you, you're doing rider swap. Not baby swap, just bag swap.
Right.
But there are lockers, and you can leave your bags in the lost property at the front. They give you a little tag for it, because there's a couple of hotels near the front
Right.
that do that. So I ended up, I managed to get round, well, I actually deliberately did it. Let's think, I did once with the 50mm lens on. I did one go round the entire park with a fisheye lens on. One go round the entire park with a long zoom lens on. And then one go round with a little lens baby, funky special effects lens on my little SLR camera. And then I put it in the shed and went round twice more. So in the course of a day, I went around the entire park about 6 or 7 times.
At least you got a decent feel for it then.
Yeah. My feet hurt, but that's the price you pay for going to theme parks, isn't it? So the Lost World, there is also a show there.
Okay.
Which, I mean, it took me back. I did not know what to expect because it's not one of the world's biggest films.
All right. It was one of the biggest flops of all time, wasn't it?
Yeah, you know where I'm going with this one. You've seen the Waterworld live stunt show.
I like Waterworld.
I know a
for the
lot of
record.
people have said the one out in Hollywood's really, really good, even though the film bombed. That the actual show's really good.
That's my favorite movie ever.
That doesn't surprise me.
Not really, folks, just so you know.
And now he's trying to retract it. Don't listen to him.
Yeah,
Well, I like it.
I don't
for-
mind
for a-
acting.
For a show that, we're not talking and I'm going to switch to an alternative park for a moment, where you have like an Indiana Jones epic stunt spectacular.
Hunter, you can't speak. You used to bloody work there.
They move the sets. You have the rolling ball set, and then you have the Cairo set, and then you have the aircraft
Yeah.
set, etc. They move it all around. Obviously, Waterworld, you've got a tank of water. They're not going to move it.
No.
So it is all very encompassed in one smaller area where they climb up and pole and swing down stuff and shoot. The guys behind at the start, the pre-show, filling buckets with water and throwing it over members of the audience.
Nice. That's the job I want.
Yeah. The kids are loving it.
Yeah.
So who's going to argue with that? But it's not like, don't sit in the blue splash zone, you're going to get wet. Don't make eye contact, don't look at them. No, sit there. Umbrellas up, and then the staff come along and say, people behind you can't see, put the umbrellas down. You put the umbrellas down, the guy catches you square in the face with a water pistol.
Oh.
It's just like, win. I'm making the rock horns with my hand here.
Breaking the law, breaking the law.
It's a great little show, actually. And, I don't want to put too fine a point on it, but the girl playing the female lead in Waterworld is fit as you like.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, The Diz After Dark is actually quite a sexist show. You might not want to listen to. That's it. So that's the one area where there is more than 2 rides. Well, I guess the show isn't really a ride. So, yes, there are 2 rides and a show.
3 attractions.
They also have the Amber Rock Climb, which I'm guessing is just one of those pay another $5 and climb our rock wall kind of things.
If you're under about 12 and can fit into the harness we give you.
Yeah.
if you're, in English, over 45 and weigh over 15 and a half stone, and the little Singaporean staff member having to belay you up the rope just looks at you and goes, "You're joking." I am not, the rope is not going to hold. So
That's when you put on your American accent and you say, I'm from America. I want to go up the rope wall. Gets you through, no problem.
Just looking at the map there, which
Yep.
one? Because there's two different like little coastery things in there. There's the Canopy Flyer, which says board your dino-proof flying vehicle as you enjoy it.
that's the Pteranodon-y thing.
Right, and then there's another one that's dino
kid's
soaring. Children can pilot their own pteranodon soaring up into the clear blue sky or down into the cooling shadows. What's that?
That sounds like a one fish, two fish type
Yeah,
thing.
it does, you're right.
Think one fish, two fish,
Yeah.
or in alternative language, think Dumbo.
Dumbo. Yeah.
Okay. That's got
Yeah.
3 rides in it then.
Yeah, I kind of don't.
2 for
didn't go on
adults.
Breaking a new record.
Yeah,
Still
yeah.
rides. There's still rides. There's
They
3
still
there.
technically they are still a ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can say that for all parks, though. Like, how many actual attractions do we have in comparison to, like flat rides?
Well, that's it.
Or-
Look at with the Wizarding World. There's only 3 attractions and like 3 rides in there, and 2 of them were already there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, that's beyond a teacup or a Dumbo-style attraction or whatever it might be.
You could also look at other parks where you think, okay, let's look at.
I didn't mean Magic Kingdom specifically. I just mean those like ride systems.
You can have as many spinners in one park as you like.
Yeah, go on, fit them in there, get them in.
Theme them differently, and no one will know the difference.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go back to Dino Land USA.
Said no one ever.
You beat me to it, Paul.
Yeah, and I run the Disney-ish podcast. Oh dear. Anyway, yeah. Where am I? Oh, I know where I am.
Far away. I know everyone says Shrek's a horrendous attraction in Orlando, but I think it would be a lot better if they stuck it in its own land like this. I think it looks cool.
It is, yeah. Moving around, the last 2 sort of areas you get to before you get back to the front gate again in the big circle, to seemingly child-oriented areas. So you've got Far Away, which has got a completely non-inverted, kid-safe roller coaster with a dragon on it.
Okay.
Right.
Dragon Airways. A fair length queue for that.
Did you ride it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It would be wrong not to go and have to at least ride some whilst whining about the state of the others. That's just the ultimate grumpy thing to do, isn't it? And I'm not talking dwarf-based thing. Yeah. I'm going to pay to go to a park. Look at the rides. I've only got 2 of them in each area. I'm not going to ride any of those.
As a theme park fan, isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Sounds about right.
We need more rock walls.
Yes. After all, I didn't pay to come here for... Oh, hang on a minute. I'm putting on expenses anyway. Yeah, Far Away. Lots of eateries.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps that's a theme with Shrek being a slightly overweight Scottish-based troll.
Don't let Paulie say that.
Oh, yeah, ogre. Oh, I should be corrected. Yeah. So, a couple of meet and greet areas. I'm trying to remember what the main...
Shrek
ride
4D.
was. Yeah.
Which is naff.
Yeah. I think I actually gave it a miss.
Put it this way, on nine days in Orlando last year, we didn't even consider it once.
Nope.
I think I gave it a miss because I've done it the once in Orlando and I was assuming it was going to be the same, and also on 7 circles of the park I never fell there at the right time, so I couldn't be bothered to wait. There's almost a competitive theme park Mickey take from the Shrek movie where you can see the Shrek castle of Far Away.
See, that's cool.
From just about everywhere in the park, and it's homage / Mickey take. It's very cleverly done. So it's a nice little area. I think we met Pinocchio wandering around.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
There were some characters wandering around, but not a great number of them. But then it's not a great character-driven park.
Right.
There's no Marvel superhero island for them to be at. There was no Cylons walking around Sci-Fi City. There was no Egyptians wandering around ancient Egypt.
Oh.
And I certainly didn't see a dinosaur wandering around the Lost World. So, yeah, it's not a very character-driven park. I think, I saw Pinocchio.
Weird.
Right.
And then a queue for the meet and greet on the next area.
I figured they would have at least kind of like the celebrity format in New York,
Yeah.
Don't remember one. And I don't remember seeing any signs for them. I think it's coming. I walked past Marilyn Monroe, who was having her photograph taken with a lot of people.
Because she was the only one in the park. Oh, character, quick, grab her.
Yeah. That's it. It may have been deliberate, or it could have just been some tourist happening to wear a white dress.
I love the idea that Marilyn Monroe is now a character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they've always done that. They've had Marilyn Monroe. They used to have Charlie Chaplin, a bunch of other cool ones.
Brothers and all those.
Laurel and Hardy.
Yeah, which
That's
I heard.
right.
I had heard Singapore did that. Did you say you went? Was it more like the off season? I don't know if it really has.
Definitely off season and midweek. So.
Okay, so
Right.
it might be that's something they do during the busier times of year.
Yeah. Yeah, there was enough space to move around, definitely. So they did say it gets absolutely heaving, and I'm not surprised.
I can imagine, if it was as small as he's saying it is, once you get a relatively large amount of people in there.
Yeah, it's going to get busy. But I've only got one area left to cover, and that's Madagascar.
Okay.
Which there was a queue building of lots of mums and dads and their little ones for a meet and greet with some penguins.
Okay.
And even a sign saying the penguins appear here every half an hour or an hour or so.
Is all the signage and stuff in the parks in English then, Paul?
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's
It's
interesting.
all completely English. There isn't anything in any kind of Asian language.
Okay.
I mean, bear in mind, Singapore is a British colony.
Yeah.
And
true.
everywhere is still very much, English signs. Everywhere.
So did you do the Madagascar ride then?
Oh, I did the water ride, yeah.
And what did you reckon to it?
It's a slow boat ride with some projected images on the side of what's going on and a few animatronic characters. It's a water ride. It's a boat ride.
Comparing it to something as iconic as going down your route, as something like a Pirates of the Caribbean.
Really, that is such a difficult one to answer because
I imagine it being more like in Epcot, the Three Caballeros.
Yes, definitely much more like that.
Right.
Again, I really must put the film somewhere. I've got it somewhere. Very much Three Caballeros, lots of cartoon characters, and a constant, I like to move it. I like to move it. Which is as big a earworm as It's a Small World.
I like that song. Thing is, it's disappointing when you think, because I know we talked to, if you remember back when we spoke to Brent Young, who part of his company worked on it, what the original plan for it was the finale was going to be a lot bigger than it actually is, but it just went.
The whole thing.
It's a very a slow moving boat ride that you can take kids on quite happily.
The facade's pretty cool.
Oh, it's great. I mean, the whole park is done beautifully. Every single touch, every bit of artwork, every little in gag, all from ancient Egypt and its big tomb round to the Lost World and everything done around there, even far, far away. It is absolutely stunning to look at. And really, like any good theme park, is really, really photogenic.
Good.
Just not a lot of substance.
Yeah. If I ended up back out there with my children, would I turn around and say, shall we spend a day at Universal Studios Singapore?
Yes.
Without a shadow of a doubt, yes.
That's good to hear.
It's good. I mean, from the map, it does look cool. I like the fact that the areas for all they've got a lot of the same attractions that they have in Orlando, everything's set in its own specific land, and I think that comes from the fact that it isn't that old and it's been built from scratch. Whereas you look at the other parks, like all the other parks in Orlando, for that point, that after a certain amount of time, things get taken out and other things get put into existing buildings. So the themes that were set out originally go over a matter of time to a certain extent. So, Paul, where did you eat in the parks?
Took my question.
Sorry.
You lot like your food, don't you?
Yes.
You have to talk about it's part of going to a theme park.
Well, out of the 7 rounds I did, I started off in a small bakery / coffee shop that was not a chain coffee shop on the main Hollywood drag through the gates. That sufficed me for a one go round. On my second go round, it was starting to get towards lunchtime, so I stopped off at Mel's drive-through dine-in thing,
right?
Where I had, I think it was an appalling burger.
Really?
And some very crunchy chips.
Chips, for our American listeners, those are fries.
Fries, yes.
Got it.
Yeah, the burger itself was, not a gourmet burger.
Right.
So I didn't actually find anywhere that was that could be classified as table service.
So it's all counter service.
Yeah. Everything I found was counter service. If you want table service, then go out onto Sentosa Island and find something out in the other entertainment complex. But I didn't see much there. There's other areas of Singapore that specialise in that kind of meal. In fact, there's some huge ones. But
KT's Grill in New York looks like it could be a table service serving steaks and stuff. So
yes, it does say TS, table service.
I'd say I've even been past it and don't remember there being a table service restaurant there. So hopefully it's not new, or I just walked past it and missed it.
We got China Bistro too.
Possibly. Yeah, buffet.
Table service. Again, they could be things that are only open during the busy times too, if they are at all.
There was a lot of downside. So it may not have been open. I may just be stupid.
Okay.
Jury's out,
Feel free not to reserve judgment on that one at all.
So I'm sure everyone will make their own minds up.
Yeah, it's easy done. I tended to eat a lot of snacks because I was on my own. It was commando style. I didn't feel the need to sit down and, how many, sir? Table for one, please.
Yeah.
Can I have the one in the corner, facing the corner, please? No, sir. Here, have the window. Look like you've actually come to a theme park and be stood up for the day. My date didn't want to come to the theme park with me. So, it was mainly snacks. And I seem to remember them being all right. I wasn't violently ill the day after.
That's always good.
So that will get a thumbs up from me. Not being a Michelin-starred person that I am.
So we're getting on. So wrapping it up, Paul, what were your overall thoughts of it then? I mean, you said you would go back if you took the kids.
Yeah, if I was out there for a vacation, it would be on the list of things to do.
But not a destination park.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't make my entire 2-week stay in Singapore based around a week at Universal Studios. If it was a 2-stop tour and I'd ended up in Hong Kong, then I'd go there and elsewhere as well. So
cool.
But I'll reiterate, it is small. You can walk around it very, very quickly, find where all the rides are, find your bearings, and then go back round and decide to go on them.
Right.
It's not necessarily a bad thing.
No. Each to their own. So it's really weird. It's different, but it's reassuringly similar.
Yeah.
So it's a very interesting. They got some nice technology there, and the theming is absolutely beautiful.
Nice. It does look it, I must admit. Cool.
Yeah.
And if you want some for your links, I'll I'll try and get hold of some photographs, and I will eventually get round to posting the video.
Awesome. Brilliant.
That'd be cool.
Well, that's going to do it for another show. Thanks, Paul, for joining us. It was it's been really interesting, actually. You know,
thank you for inviting me.
It's weird talking about a park that we really have that we don't know anything about. Although a lot of people say we talk about parks every week that we don't really know a lot about.
I know the feeling.
Sorry, that's me and Tracy. I'll leave Hunter and Darren out of that.
Yeah.
So before we go, Paul, you can plug your podcast one last time if you would like.
Yeah, if you want to track us down, search iTunes for Diz After Dark, search Facebook for Diz After Dark, search Twitter for Diz After Dark. Make sure you spell it correctly. It's DISAFTERDARK. Track us down, give us a listen. Me, Paul and Nick would love to hear you.
Anybody listening to our show should be listening because you are part of the Mice Chat Mice Pod anyway.
We are indeed.
So we're all in the same pod, as it were. Cool. So until next week, for Paul, Tracy, Darren and Hunter, I'm Lee, and this has been another episode of the Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
That does it for another Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Between shows, we'd love for you to get in touch. So email us with your spews, funny schmitz, comments, questions, and news to podcast@uuopodcast.com. Keep up with what's going on every day by following us on Twitter @UUOPodcast and follow Eric in the Parks @UUOPEric. Like our Facebook page at facebook.com/UUOPodcast. Follow us on Instagram and Pinterest @UUOPodcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/UUOPodcast. And don't miss a show by subscribing to us on iTunes, and please leave us a review. Not an Apple user? Then head over to uuopodcast.libsyn.com and subscribe to the feed while you're there. You can also find us on Stitcher Radio and at micepod.com. Come find us on our partner site, micechat.com, join the forums, and say hello. So thanks for listening, and remember, be adventurous.
This has been a MicePod.com presentation.
MiceChat.com